Have you ever thought of saving money? Good. I know most of the people have ever thought of saving money, but have you ever thought of why are you saving the money? Hello guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel, and I'm happy to see you guys back here again on my channel for another video. And today I'll be talking about money. Every day we wake up each and every morning just to make sure that we have what? We have money. But guys, before we move to the video, I really appreciate you guys for being here, for supporting my work. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing to this channel. And if it's your first time you are watching this channel, you are watching this video and you've never subscribed to my channel, kindly make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that when I put up another video, you will be notified and you can be able to watch it in real time. Thank you so much for supporting my work. And today I just want to talk about issues to do with the money. Today I just want us to talk about money and in terms of savings, on how you can be able to plan yourself in terms of how to manage your finances. So number one, people always look for money when they want to spend on something. You don't nobody just looks for money just to be there. People look money either to invest in, maybe in a business. Some people look for money to pay for school fees, maybe for themselves or for their children or for their siblings. Some people also look for money just to have fun in this world. But now it depends on how you will be able to manage your finance to the point where whereby you say now you have the financial freedom in terms of how you spend your money. You will find that everybody wants money, but most people, they don't want to work for that money. Actually, the way you usually say that everyone wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Yeah? So if you want to make money, then you have to sacrifice, you have to work hard, you have to be able to do ABCD. So long as it's something that is within the laws of the land, then you are okay to go about it. So I want to talk about how people save their money. So it depends, number one, with whatever you are saving money for. What, maybe someone, you want to save money maybe for school fees, maybe for your child, or maybe for yourself in future. Or maybe you are saving your money, maybe you have a project you want to come up with it next year, so you want to save money for that particular project. Or maybe you're just saving money maybe because you want to have to be able to borrow later on. So there are three forms which I think someone can be able to save money and make some profit depending on whatever you want to do, or get some financial freedom later on maybe in your life. Number one is through treasury bills and bonds, whereby you can be able to there I usually use the term like you are trading with the government. Number two is through MMF. Then number three is in circles. So it depends on these three things. When you want to save money in these three things, it depends on whatever you want to use your money for. For instance, if you want to save money for school fees, let's say maybe you have your child, you want to usually be joining maybe a school next year or so. You need to save money. So you need to save money, but you can be able to access it at a particular point. You understand? Maybe you want to save money for April, or you want to save money for July, or you want to save money for maybe to use it in the next 4 or 5 months. Maybe you want to save money to use it in the next maybe 4 or 5 months. So I find MMF becomes now a good one for you, because this is money that you are saving, and it will earn a percentage of whatever you have saved, but you can be able to get that money at any time. You see? So in case this child is now, you want this money to pay the school fees, you can be able to access this money. You understand? So that's how you can be able to save, maybe through MMF, because MMF mainly it's the money you are saving, but you can be able to access it at any time. That's the difference. You can be able to access it at any particular time. Now, when you want this money, maybe you wanted to buy a car in April. Maybe you wanted to buy a car in April, or you wanted to do something. Mostly it's usually about school fees. So maybe you want to pay school fees in April. So MMF will be a good point. You just put your money in the MMF, because you can be able to access this money at any time you want. You then later on, you just access this, get this money, do whatever you wanted to do. Or you can be able to if you want to save money maybe for a project in future, maybe you want in future to have a project that is maybe a business. Let's say maybe you want to start a business that will require maybe a certain amount of money, and you can't be able to raise that money at that particular time. The best place to save that money is now maybe in circles, because in circles you can be able to save as little as 2,500 shillings, depending on whichever circle you are choosing. But you can be able to save even as little as 2,500 shillings, depending also on what you want to do in future. although in circles we also have different types of savings. You can be able to, you can decide to save in shares, whereby you are it's like you are part of the ownership of the circle, and in this way you will be getting what, you will be just be getting dividends. That is about the circle. It's like you as a member of the company, you are trading, then the profits that you are making at the end of the year, you get it in terms of what, in terms of dividends. So that's the profit you are making in this thing. But now the problem with now circles and saving in shares is that when you buy these shares, you can't be able to withdraw them. Most of the circles is that if at all you want to leave this circle, you now have to sell these shares to someone or to the circle itself. So that's the difference. This money you cannot be able to withdraw it at any point you are leaving the circle. You'll have to sell the shares to the circle itself or to someone who is a member of that particular circle. So that becomes the only challenge about saving in circles in terms of shares. But when you are saving in circles in terms of you have your savings in a circle. Now in terms you have a savings account, now you can be able to make, you can be able to get maybe a loan depending on the loan multiplier. Maybe most of the circles will give you up to 3 times the amount of money you have saved. So if you wanted to save money to start a business maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, and the business maybe you can estimate it will take like this amount of fee of money, and which you will not have raised at that particular time, you can maybe save in a circle. Then when now you want to open the business, you can now go for a loan. So the circle will be able to give you 3 times the money you had. For instance, maybe you wanted to start a business worth maybe $500,000. You can be able to save with the circle maybe 150,000. So by the time you will now be opening a business, you can be able to access 450,000 in terms of credit. You have been boosted by this circle because you are a member to open your business. You see, so that's the best thing. So it depends on whatever you want to do in terms of your in terms of your finances. So you manage your finances in terms of depending on whatever you want to do. If you want to start a business, the best thing to do, you can save with the circles. But maybe you want to maybe just save some money for school fees or something that will come just like a short term thing, then MMF the best, because MMF can be able to withdraw that money at any time, at any point, but it will have gained some very low interest. Then there is now this other one about the treasury bonds and bills. You can give them something like 100,000 or 50,000, and they usually have a minimum amount. You give them like 50,000, then after 1 year you get 16% of the amount you have saved with them. So you see, so this one in terms of now when you want to do something, the treasury bills and bonds cannot be able to save you you for school fees, or the treasury bonds you cannot be able to get a credit, or rather you cannot be able to borrow money. If you have your money that you are not planning to use it maybe for the next 4, 5, or 6 months, let me say if you have money that you're not planning to use in the next like 1 year, then the best place to save is in treasury bills and bonds, because this money will have accumulated some profits in terms of interest, maybe at 18%. Then if you had saved maybe 100,000, you can be able to get 118,000. So there's something you have gained. You can still put the money, you can still reinvest it back in the treasury bills and bonds, but at this point, this money you cannot be able to withdraw it at any point. You cannot be able to borrow. So this is just money that maybe you had, but you didn't have a plan to use it in the next 1 year. For a recap, as I had said, when you are saving your money, so number one is when do you want to use money? Number two, for what purpose? So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have learned something. And make sure you subscribe and share it out. And thank you so much, guys, for supporting me this work. And bye bye. See you next time.